Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Glimesh team meeting. Question mark. I'm your host, Clone. I'm going to walk you through our team meeting today. Welcome everyone who is new. If this is your first team meeting, let me tell you how it's going to go. We generally have basically just a bunch of slides that we show. The first couple of slides that we show are around our metrics. These are metrics that we're tracking just to see the kind of growth and progress of the platform. Then we talk about our finances, how we're doing as far as the bank goes, what things are costing us money, what things are working out really well. And then we talk about the roadmap, give you an update on that, make sure you're aware of where we're at with the mobile app and all the rest of the features we're working on. And then we talk about the wins for the past week, things that have gone really well. And that's normally it. Actually, tonight, though, we do have a very special announcement. It's nothing crazy. We're not being sold to anyone in particular. We're not nothing like that. But it is something we're super excited to share. It also kind of marks some progress on Glimesh and into the future. So I'm really excited for it. Paco's going to give us a rundown of that later tonight. So for now, I'll walk you through our team meeting. Before we get started, though, if you are going to talk over voice or text, just be aware that you're being recorded and you will be uploaded to YouTube and your consciousness stored there for the rest of the universe. So let's get started. All right, so, oh my gosh, I forgot to put in the images. All right, well, we'll ignore that.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot to put in the images. So normally I put in little graphs here that are from the open data page, but I didn't do that. I'm gonna go ahead and blame the humidity in Texas as the blame, but we can still talk about the metrics. So last week we did lose a whole bunch of people off of Discord. We did gain a bunch of people as well. One thing I thought was interesting is I actually looked at the Discord analytics for the server, and they show a couple of different areas like weekly visitors, weekly communicators, and then weekly new members, and all of those numbers are up. So I'm starting to think that maybe we are not tracking Discord appropriately, just because we are still seeing the same amount of people come by and chat. We're seeing the same amount of engagement. It's just these numbers are just dropping week over week, and it's just unclear if it's us, if it's Discord, if it's alt accounts, if it's people running out of servers. And so it's not really like tracking this number isn't helpful because we can't make a decision based on it. We don't know what we can do better because it's just an abstract number. So we may want to take another look at that and see how we can improve it. We could be losing people who weren't even interested in Glimesh. I actually think though, I think people use Discord slightly differenter than we'd expect. And the servers are much more fluid for them. So we'll figure it out. On Twitter, we did lose a follower. We net lost a follower. We did get a bunch of new followers last week, but we had some people leave as well. On Reddit, we did grow by 3, Instagram by 5, Facebook by 1. TikTok saw no growth, but we also haven't posted in several weeks there. And then Gilded, we grew by 2. If you're curious of how to follow us on any of these social medias, you can find them in the footer of the website. If you're on TikTok, it's Glimesh TV. If you're on Gilded, it's just gilded.gg/Glimesh. As far as our unique streamers and peak viewers, we are down in the past week. We did have, I think last week was Memorial Day here in the U.S., so there was a traditional, normal long weekend where people are spending time with family and friends. So I'm not too concerned about these numbers. They seem to be a dip that is at least explainable, but we'll continue to monitor them next week and see if this is continuing or not. On the new users, we went up by about 200, and then MRR is down by $360. On the support ticket end, we had 16. Last week we had 21, so we're still within our kind of normal support ticket range. All right, and then as far as traffic and analytics goes, we were basically what we look at each week is this number, unique visitors. Normally we were down about 10% week over week. Last week we were only down 4%, which is really nice. You can see here we had 8.5 thousand unique visitors versus 8.6. We are seeing the same as far as visit duration and bounce rate. Those have maintained pretty consistent, but we did actually have more total page views, so that's nice. Let me go ahead and turn on my laser pointer here so you can see that. There we go. All right, so then on Twitter, we tracked the previous full week and then this week as well, but these are for the past 28 consecutive days. So it's basically just a rolling average. You can see Twitter, we are doing way more tweets. Like Psychotic said, we're tweeting all the time. We've got a marketing channel who's just pumping out really great content, and we're really producing a nice variety of content. It's not just infographics. It's engaging media. It's memes. It's all sorts of stuff that kind of makes a well-rounded social media presence. I think we do have tons of room to grow as far as engagement and actually responding to the community and participating in discussions. But I think that's kind of one of the things that we want to start focusing on next. But you can see here that we're doing good on the tweets. Impressions is down, but I'm not too concerned about that because profile visits are up. And then mentions, I think I'm not too concerned about that one either. What I'm really wanting to see here is people who find ourselves on Glimesh, find the channel, or find the company, that is, and then they can really start to learn more about us, follow us, and then be engaged in our content in the future. It does take more time to engage with people. It takes momentum to engage with people. And what we're doing right now as far as marketing is really setting the groundwork for future, right? Once we've got mobile app, once we've got better video for mobile devices and other poor internet connection devices, once we've got things like clips and channel emotes and gift subs, all of these things will kind of just expand on our marketing presence and make it that much more impactful. Every new follower we get now is someone who we can announce a new feature to later. All right, we'll move on here. And then as far as financials goes, this is the same slide from last week, except for I did update it with the final 2 days of May. So these are the final numbers now. We are now out of DigitalOcean credits, so we are paying for the servers ourselves. So we're going to actually start to remove this budget remaining because we'll actually just have a profit and loss statement. So starting at the end of June, we'll essentially have our full look into our expenses. This is the part where I want to remind everyone that our numbers as far as growth are going down every single week. We are experiencing less and less growth, but we are absolutely committed to continuing to market. We're absolutely committed to continuing to build new features, to fix bugs, and to get community events out there so we can continue to be a streaming platform you want to use. But in the meantime, we are at no risk right now of disappearing. We're at no risk of going away or running out of money. All of you that subscribe to either other streamers or you subscribe to the platform, you are definitely carrying us through this. You can see that our revenue is still way higher than our expenses, and it will continue to be higher than our expenses. So I want to thank everyone for your subscriptions to either channels or the platform itself. And I wanted to remind everyone that while we may not be growing, we may not be getting new audiences to visit the platform every week, we're at no risk right now of going out of business or disappearing. And I feel like I should just probably say that every week just to kind of reaffirm everyone. Right now we've got about 20,000 in the bank. So even if we did start to lose revenue or expenses were to go up, we could still pay for servers for several months, going forward. I'm just gonna keep going here. Okay, so then we talk about Alpha Roadmap Phase 2. Like we talked about last week, we've got 5 major features that we're working on right now. I do think it was a good opportunity, though, to say that these are not the only features we're going to be delivering. There are a bunch of other new features that are coming out or that people are working on that are not on this roadmap. One of the ones recently is the channel statistics page that Ember launched. It's not at all on this roadmap, but it's something that's really important for streamers, and we want to start getting something out there. That way you can start using it. And it may not be perfect yet, but we definitely have the opportunity to make it perfect and to make it exactly what you want. So we'll talk about that in a second. In the meantime, we are hard at work on the mobile app. I'm getting ready to start testing on iOS as well as Android. So it's going to be available on both platforms, of course. We are starting to look at some video improvements for poor networks, specifically focused on prototyping some better streamer support, and then custom channel emotes. We actually have launched maybe 2 parts of that now. So we've launched the statistic emotes. We're going to launch we've already launched, the static emotes, which are the non-moving ones, and then we just yesterday launched the animated emotes, which allow you to upload like GIFs to your channel to make things move. So you can see them on your channel settings page, upload those, get them approved, and then they'll appear on your channel. Right now, they're available for anyone to use only on your channel, but in the future, we'll offer options like letting your subscribers use them globally and that kind of stuff. Real quick, Psychotic wanted me to clarify on the reason for the stall with mobile. In my eyes, there hasn't been a stall. It's just, my approach to programming generally is to make lots of movement in lots of places and then kind of bring it all together. And so the mobile app itself, yeah, you're right. The mobile app itself, I got as much done as I could, and then I realized there were more places to improve our API, to make the API better. There were some OAuth improvements we needed to make, so we had to work on those other API improvements, and then we'll switch back to the mobile app, which is kind of just a natural progression of how it works. I think just with the mobile app, it's a little bit more apparent. We don't have any plans for like tiered emotes at the moment. Our goal right now is just to keep it as super simple as possible. And then in the future, we can like get feedback from you all about how it should work. Right now, it would just be, your stream gets X number of emotes, and then you can configure them however you want. A couple more questions in here real quick while we're on the slide. Can we get more detailed updates about the app's progress? So we did give some updates a couple of team meetings ago. I'll give a quick refresher. We basically have channel viewing finished and chat finished. Well, not finished, but good progress on them for the mobile app. And right now we're working on authentication and basically your stream listing. And then I think what I'll do now, since you guys have given me that feedback, is what I'll do is I'll include maybe a breakdown of the mobile app and the kind of the large scale to-do items. And then we can actually show you on the slides, what kind of progress is done and what's remaining. Not that that's going to give you a timeline, but it'll at least help you have more visibility into the progress. Okay, so then the last thing the last 2 things we'll be working on is gift subscriptions, which would allow you to buy gift subs for others, and then rating, of course, to be able to push your viewers over to a new streamer when you're done. The mobile app would be available for anyone to test. So we'll have essentially 2 test versions. The first test version will be available just in Discord, really just like a buggy mess that anyone who wants to try it can, but expect the worst. And then once we've actually polished it off a little bit, we will we'll bring it to Twitter and all the other places to kind of get more eyes on it. All right, I'm gonna keep moving then. So for wins for the week, we did launch channel animated emotes, so you can actually use those now. If you're a streamer on Glimesh, you can go upload your own emotes. You have to get them approved by the GCT, but all we're really looking for is terms of service violations. So we should get you set up pretty quickly. You're now allowed 2 emotes, either static, animated, or a combination of the 2. And then we are going to be supporting more basic PNG emotes soon. So you'll be able to upload your existing emotes to the platform. there's a couple of problems to work out there. It is a little bit more complicated, but it is our intention to support allowing you to use PNG if you want. But of course, we're going to encourage and continue to push for the nice vector emotes. But it's your stream, it's your domain, so we'll let you control it. And then the last thing here I wanted to talk about is a super cool feature that Amber's worked on, which allows you to view some basic statistics for your channel. Things like when your stream started, when they ended, what category you were streaming in, and then a peak viewers column. Now I know Amber wants to make this a lot more in depth, a lot more explorable. Seeing your viewers over time, maybe seeing what tags you had, all sorts of stuff. But right now we've launched this, it's available now, and then we'll continue to expand on it and grow on it in the coming weeks. And then there's a question here from Snugs. Is there a vector option for animated emotes? Unfortunately, no, not at the moment. Not on Glimesh anyway. So the way that peak viewers work, it's calculated only every minute. So if during the calculation minute, if you don't have 8 viewers, for example, and you had 7, it would show 7. Unfortunately, we don't track viewers every second or every time they enter. We only track it during snapshots, which is every minute. Yeah, the SVGs definitely have the scripts disabled. I do think you could actually do CSS animations, though, Ramirez. That's a good point. I think it's definitely worth experimenting with. The only thing for SVGs we've done is just we strip out the JavaScript, and then we actually have, since we embed it via an image tag, it can't run arbitrary JavaScript. But I think CSS is completely allowed. So if you want to experiment with that and let us know, that'd be awesome. No, Banjax, that was not the big news. I can't remember what slide's next. Let's see here. Oh, okay. We're not there yet. Hold on. All right. So yeah, I think now we're basically ready to announce. I'm super excited for this. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm not going to give you any hints. Paco's going to talk instead. So what we'll do now is we'll switch over to Paco, and then he will talk for a little bit and then tell me when he's ready for me to reveal it.
All right. So before we get to the announcement, there is something coming up that I wanted to talk about, something that I wanted to bring attention to people, because you guys know we like to do, good works and share. Our first stream here was a charity stream, so we like to stay on top of things like that. For anybody that's not familiar, GCX is coming up. You may know it as previously having been Guardian Con. It's a pretty big deal if you've never heard of it. They started in 2016, I believe, for the Little Lights. Yes. So since then they've raised over $14 million. This year they're going to try and raise $6 million through charitable stuff this year. And that's super awesome. It was started with King Gothalion and Professor Broman. It's like a huge thing in Florida every year. They focus on charity and all that stuff. They literally just raised millions of dollars, and it's awesome. So we wanted to point that out. Clone, you can go ahead and bring the thing up if you want to. Yep, there's a link. GCX event. They do cool stuff.
All right, it's up.
All right. So we are going to be a part of GCX this year. We are going to have a presence there because what they're doing because of COVID, they have literally built a digital virtual space station, and ticket holders will be able to create an avatar and walk around and experience the con in a video game type format. It's super cool. And we're going to have a presence there this year. We're going to have a booth set up. We're going to have some kiosks. We're going to be out there talking to people and interacting and doing all this great stuff and trying to help out such an awesome, awesome thing. They work with St. Jude's and they're helping children. And that is just such an admirable thing. And we really want to be a part of that. We also are going to have the parent company of GCX, Rare Drop, is going to be hosting the main events also on Glimesh. They're going to be putting it on Glimesh as well. So from 17th, 18th, and 19th from noon to 4 Eastern, they will be streaming the main event here on Glimesh as well as the other places that they always stream. Um, so, I mean, please stop by and check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's like I said, for a good cause and everything. It's We're really hoping to create this just awesome party atmosphere about everything because it's going to be so cool. They do so much great stuff. It's going to be an absolute blast. I am so excited about this. We've been working really hard to get this together for the past couple of weeks, kind of behind the scenes with combination of the biz dev team, the event team, working with Rare Drop and GCX and everybody, and we are so ready, and we're so glad we got to finally announce it. Um, Let me see. I can't I can't even think of half the stuff. No, the big news is not crypto.
I'm just super
Um,
excited, Paco, that we're going to be able to meet a virtual Paco, a virtual Barry, and the
right.
booth.
Dude, one thing that oh yeah, we have our own booth there. And it's all customized with stuff. It's gonna be great. Um, one thing that I thought was really cool is they have a tavern that they've created, and I think it's Sunday night after the big charity something or other happens, the big one. They're going to be doing a Dungeons and Dragons game at a big table in the tavern, and there's going to be like all this animated stuff with it, and it's going to be up on a screen above them. And Captain Robert is running the game, and he's an awesome dude. I'm really excited to see him do that. I need to call my uppercase right. I'm really excited. They actually have a video of a walk through the space station. There you go. I was just about to ask you for that, Barry. The link she just posted is a virtual walkthrough of the space station from GCX. Oh man. I don't know about E3. I don't think we have any official Glimesh plans to do coverage, but I mean, coverage is a thing that happens, so I'm sure it'll be around here somewhere. Yeah, hell yeah. I actually know Robert too. I've known him from back in the day. I was there when he first got started on Mixer. Awesome dude. Yeah, so that's the announcement. The GCX Glimesh team up, and what we're really interested in is seeing how this goes, and hopefully later on down the road this could be a potential partnership thing. We can do awesome work together. There's always that possibility. That's one thing I'm always really excited about is the possibility for us to do good works, charity streams, and all of that. What can we do to help promote this? Same things that we always do. I mean, interact when we're talking about it on social media, interact with it there so it helps spread the word and spread coverage of that. Tell people about the event, link them to the stream once it comes up on Glimesh. Um, we're going to be doing as much as we can to get some good visibility and excitement going around this now.
Yeah, and I think also you can even do stuff like streaming your experience of the event. So as you're walking through,
Yep.
virtually and exploring all the booths, you could always stream that. You could talk about what's going on. They're also, raising a ton of money for charity. So we'll be sure to make sure we show our support there. And anytime, if anyone's going to host any kind of cool events, let us know. We'd love to get a part of it. I think it's going to be super exciting. And like Paco said, I mean, it's like uh, we haven't done a convention in so long. Like we've been trapped away, and this is still virtual, but I think it's going to be really fun. I don't know. Can you use
It is
VR
not
headsets?
VR.
Oh, dang.
As far as I know, it is not VR.
One
It's
day.
just uh, yeah, they're going to have a what's the word I'm looking for? An application that you can download and install, or they're going to have a browser version if you have a um, less powerful system. So uh, should be good to go. This is not an open event, by the way, guys. This is something that you need tickets for. I don't have a lot of details about the avatars, but I do know you get to create an avatar.
It's not
Haywa, if you
compatible
can throw the
with Windows XP. Sorry.
if you can throw the link up again, Haywa, people will be able to go check out. There you go. They will have much more information than I do. I don't want to tell you wrong. Right, Berry's going to be busy because for 4 days from noon to 10 p.m. Eastern, Barry and I are going to be working in the Glimesh booth. Yes, Psychotic, it can be streamed. We confirmed that with them today.
Yeah, you don't get the same experience if you're streaming it. That's kind of the excuse there, because you can't walk around yourself. You can't control it yourself. You're just watching someone else's stream. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm super excited. I'm definitely gonna hop by as much as I can, and I hope to see a couple of people streaming it, or at least doing some auxiliary events. That'd be super fun. And I'm super excited to be able to. GCX is a great organization because of all the money that Rare Drop actually brings to all of these volunteer organizations. But then I think what I'm also super excited about is selfish. I'm excited that Glimesh gets to actually participate in something like this, and then B, that we actually get to host a video of it. We get to host one of the mainstream of it, of course, along with the other platforms that are streaming it. But it feels nice to be in that group as well. So I'm super excited for it. I think it'll be fun. I hope that we all see you there.
Yeah, I might see about see if I can do some streaming of my point of view as I'm doing everything. But man, I can't imagine how tired people would get of watching it, hearing me just talk about Glimesh over and over and over for 10 hours.
Hello, welcome to the Glimesh booth. Can I tell you more about our live streaming platform? Hello, welcome to the Glimesh booth. Can I tell you more about our...
Got any questions? Okay, I'll go fuck myself. Thank you. Have a great day. Nope, super excited. Super excited. Would you like fries with that?
All right, any other questions related to GCX? Anything we can help you with there? If not, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and end this recording, and then we will hop around for a couple minutes on stream for any unrelated questions you have. Give you a couple seconds there. And then, like Paco said, if you want to help promote it, we'll try and we've got some social media posts about it, more specifically coming up soon. So once those are out, you can always retweet those. You can see it. As far as I'm aware, it's completely worldwide because it's a virtual event, so you don't have to be there physically. No, Lisa, we're no longer providing support. Sorry, it's all gone. Yeah.
It's all for the children now.
Yeah.
Not you. It's all about the kids.
It's for the kids.
Yeah. The kids, Lisa. The kids.
Just as a little extra here, just having a little look on the GCX site. If any of our streamers were wanting to support St. Jude through GCX, you can find the link to create a campaign for over the GCX weekend to do a stream and fundraise for them.
And if anyone ends up doing that, please let us know. We'd love to hear about it. We'd love to help support it. Any streamers who want to raise money, we'd always be willing to help. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for being here. Good night and good luck.